Hi, I'm Jeanette Keynes. I'm the author of Soldering Demystified from Jewelry Arts Inc. in New York City, and I'm here to share a few tips and tricks that are going to help you in your soldering. Third arms are indispensable. They're really important. When you need to get something in the right spot and you need it to stay there while you solder, you have to use your third arm. But if you're not using it properly, it can actually interfere with your soldering. So I just want to point out, here's a little example here. Make sure that when you set up a piece using your third arm, that you're grasping it as far away from where you're going to be soldering as possible. So in other words, if I'm going to be soldering right here, I want my third arm as far away as possible. If I've set up my third arm right here very close, it can actually block too much of the heat and you may not get anything hot enough and nothing may flow even though everything's in perfect position. And that goes for any kind of setup. Always set up your third arm as far away as possible from where you're going to be heating and you shouldn't have any trouble. Let me show you a really quick and easy way to solder your shank to your back sheet. I'm a big fan of doing things in a way that doesn't leave you much cleanup. So I have balled up my solder. I've got my shank set up nice in the middle and I've used my little crosshairs on my solderite board to make sure everything is lined up in just the way I want it to be. All I have to do, take my little ball of solder, dip it in a little paste flux, put it right back there. I think maybe I'll add one more. If I need more than that, I can always add a little bit, but I think that should be enough. Now, solder always flows toward the most heat. So with a setup like this, I think it's easy to put my solder in the back, and I'm going to position my flame right from the front. As it flows, it's going to come right toward me. I can see exactly what's happening, and I'm going to get a really nice clean seam. I'm going to make sure just to put a little bit of flux in the front. You always want to make sure there's flux where you want the solder to go. You'll notice though, I don't put flux all over the whole piece. It's really not necessary. As long as your solder is fluxed and your seam is fluxed, everything's going to go great. So I'm going to dry my flux a little bit now. I'm sure you've all seen how solder can hop around in the flux. And if it moves, I've got my tweezers right here ready to go just to put it back in place. I almost always have my tweezers ready to go because things do love to move around. Like that. Okay, now I'm just going to position my flame exactly where I want the solder to go. And it's done. That's it. You'll notice that you get really minimal cleanup using that little solder ball. You can hold it up and look at this in the light, but you can see it's completely filled in. If I were to look at it and say, well, I think I could use a little more, I've got a ball of solder ready to go. The paste flux keeps everything pretty clean. I probably wouldn't even have to stop and pickle. I could just add it right on there and heat again. One important thing I want to point out, if I had decided I needed to add more solder, I would always add the solder from the original spot. That's going to have my cleanup. I hate cleanup. Cleanup stinks. Nobody likes it. So why would I want to clean up both sides when I can only clean up one? So if I need to add more, I'm just going to put it in the exact same spot. And that's it.